Hey everybody, it's Jessica, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. Today I want to talk to you about motivation and the motivation that your kiddo needs when he makes a mistake or when he or she gets embarrassed. So I'm going to tell you, we've all had those moments when we've had a slip of the tongue, when we're giving a presentation and a conversation, or even something much bigger than that where we just totally forget what we're talking about, or some bodily function happens. But whatever the case, we've been there. We know what it's like. But for some students, that can be the end of the road. They just decide, okay, there's no coming back from this. That's just the end of the world. So if this is something your child has experienced, this is something you're familiar with, drop me a yes down below so that I know this message is relevant to you. And so I know that, this is something we need to figure out and work through together. So hang out with me over the next couple minutes while we talk about this. And I also want you to join us for my event, Motivate Your Children to Succeed. So if you haven't already signed up, that event is happening now. Totally free, 14 days of amazing interviews from speakers that are going to help your kiddo find his motivation in and out of school. So be sure to join that by clicking the link in the description. So guys, let's talk about what to do when we're mortified, when your child has some kind of accident or slip of the tongue in a presentation. Number one is probably just to realize it's really not the end of the world. I mean, I know that's easy for some of us adults to know, but sometimes that presentation that's worth half of your grade, or that thing that you're working with, that girl you really like or that guy you really like, you can feel like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I just did that, and your kids are just thinking, I just want to sink into the floor. And we got to help them realize it's not the end of the world. Let them know everyone makes mistakes, okay? Because I know every single one of us has made some kind of mistake, whether it was at a job interview, in a meeting, some kind of conversation. At dinner, I don't know what was happening with me, but instead of saying suspicious, I said spicious. And so I just lost some letters, I lost some sounds. I mean, yeah, I could have felt like a fool, I could have felt like, I wasn't very bright. Instead, my friend and I just laughed and we moved on. So obviously, a little different dinner versus big presentation, but still help your kiddos realize that everyone makes mistakes. It's not the end of the world. So, piece of advice number 2 coming right up. Before I do that though, if you're just now joining us, let me know, yes, if you've ever had this kind of experience where you've made a mistake before, just so I know we're all on the same page. So, second piece of advice, and this is probably the absolute most piece of advice I want to give you, so if your kid doesn't know this, highly encourage you, even if it's today, just in a quick kind of aside conversation, let them know that the best remedy for a mistake, something silly, something kind of embarrassing, is just to laugh at yourself, okay? Because if you can laugh at yourself, then people will join you and it doesn't feel like you're being laughed at. Big difference between being laughed at and then laughing at. Your kids probably don't always understand what that means, and it just takes some courage. It takes some pride in yourself and some confidence in yourself to be able to laugh at yourself. So definitely something I encourage probably when it comes to being embarrassed, coming to motivation. So last thing, guys, about motivation is do know that once you realize it's not the end of the world, you do realize you can laugh at yourself, you've got to try again. Okay, so you make this mistake, you look kind of silly, you feel kind of dumb, and then you just realize, and your kids got to realize, that these mistakes, you can't just stop. Everyone makes mistakes, which means everyone continues. Okay, so just because you make a mistake is no reason to stop. Okay, you kind of pick yourself up and you keep going. You laugh at yourself, you keep going with that presentation. You're gonna go whoops, and you just pick up the cards if you drop your papers on the floor, and you keep going. So do not let embarrassment help your kids realize embarrassment is not a reason to lose motivation. So guys, thank you for being here, for watching this. I hope this helps your students, no matter if they're middle school, high school, or college. I also want to help you even more, parents that are watching. So the way I can do that is with my free event happening right now. It started on Monday. So there are 18 interviews over the course of 14 days from different motivation experts. Totally free event. So much information, so many things that are going to help your kiddo become motivated now and in the future. So thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you at that event. All you have to do is click the link in the description, provide your name and email. See you very soon. Bye.